Have you ever noticed this in your poultry farm? That 1 minute your bird is eating and the other minute the bird is dead. And you're like, what? This bird was just eating now, so what happened? Well, that was also my own experience. And the good news is that I have my veterinary doctor here today, and he will take us through what we need to look out for in our farm and the medication we are supposed to use for the disease.
So this actually shows that this bird is actually what's not feeling well. So it helps you to isolate.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Coca Farm. But if you have not subscribed to this channel before, do well to subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, I say you're welcome back to today's edition. So let's learn together. Sir, what are the common diseases we should look out for on the farm? Most especially for farmers that are just starting out that don't know anything about poultry disease.
As a beginner, you just starting your poultry. The one thing that can actually kill your poultry farming business faster than anything are the issue of disease. Today we just want to share a few ones that they kill fast than others.
Okay.
Now the first one I would say on the list is what we call infectious bursar disease, commonly known as Gumboro.
Gumboro.
Then the second of it is coccidiosis.
Coccidiosis. You said the infectious bursar disease, right?
Yes.
And which is Gumboro, and also the cocci. So what is the Gumboro, and what are the signs that we are going to see to know that this is Gumboro, and what should we use when we see Gumboro? Let's take Gumboro first.
Okay, just like I said, those two diseases are very, very deadly and can swipe off your entire flock if care is not taken. But the thing is, how do one observe it? One thing you should know is that healthy birds, there are some signs that you watch out for healthy birds.
Okay.
Especially when you are feeding your birds, you have to be observant to see how active are they.
Okay.
You know, birds have a general way of when they want to eat, they will be anxious of eating.
Okay.
And when you look into your flock and you see some birds not being anxious like that in eating, you need to start suspecting. So first thing I would advise is try to create a place we call an isolation pen. It might not be one big place, just a segregated place, so that when you notice such birds, bring them out. You might not be able to lay your hands on what it is, but you have done a lot of good to the rest of the flock, because that one can be a source of spreading the infection to others. So general sign that you actually see in Gumboro on the farm, you see the birds fooding and you see them bringing out a milky feces.
Milky feces.
Yes, milky feces. A little bit of whitish, not formed as the normal feces. So
which one is the healthy feces from the one that is not healthy?
So for the healthy feces, the way it always is that you see it formed, that means kind of solid. Then solid. It has a patch of white on it. So that's how a healthy feces should be from a healthy bird. When you see such sign and they will be folding like that. So though other diseases are attributed to that, but it can actually point to Gumboro. Then you should be suspecting Gumboro as at the age of, let's say, around a week up to like 4 to 5 weeks, because it's something that affects birds at their early stage.
So a week or 4 to 5 weeks. We use, what is the medication for Gumboro, and does it have any vaccination too?
Well, for Gumboro disease, the best way of managing it is actually vaccinating your birds.
Is it before the sign of the milky feces or after the sign?
You know, just like they said prevention is better than cure. So you rather prevent it before the sign and than trying to do cure, because the chances of trying to cure it is very slim. The reason being that it's actually a virus disease, and virus disease are not easily managed as that. So you have to do the prevention. So there are vaccination programs depending on your location. Here in Nigeria, we have a way we vaccinate our birds as against Gumboro disease. So just consult your local veterinarian wherever you are and get the vaccination program and follow that, so that it will prevent that. But in case we have seen cases where the disease is actually managed, but regardless of being managed, nevertheless there will still be mortality. But it's just that the mortality will actually reduce So compared to that spike of mortality that you might see.
Okay, so you mean we have to vaccinate them when we see those signs, or before we see those signs?
Before those signs.
Okay, so what do we use when we see those milky feces? What do we use? What is the active ingredient in the medicine, please?
Well, I recommend the use of let's say an iodine solution, then because they loses water, so get them an electrolyte based drug, and also antibiotics because of secondary bacterial infection. So you do that also. So that will actually help to reduce the spread of it in the flock, and you will get a good result.
But it's better for us to prevent it with the vaccine.
Yes. Prevention is better than cure.
It's much cheaper than cure. Okay. You talk about cocci. So what are the signs that we have to look out for in our bed when they have cocci? They'll say, this is cocci, and what should we use to prevent and to cure the cocci?
Okay, for cocci, generally outwardly you see similar presentation of sign, which is that folding, the feathers will be roughened.
Okay.
But the difference is it's in their feces.
Okay.
Now, for cocci, the signs that you would see, especially when the birds are still on deep litters, I mean the bare floor with your litter material on it.
Okay.
Is, let me say yellowish to reddish stool, to reddish poo.
Yellowish to reddish.
The
That's
reason
cocci.
is that if you are trying to, most people will say, okay, it's reddish, but it's at different stage that you will see the reddish. So you don't wait until when you see the reddish before you start suspecting coccidiosis.
Okay, you mean that yellowish color?
Yes,
those one that watery.
Yes, it's also
this one, right? This particular one.
Yes.
Okay, this one that looks watery like this.
Yes.
Okay.
So just the same thing you do for any disease whatsoever you notice on your farm. Once you suspect, you can get your hands on the sick one, bring them separately away from the rest of the flock, and try to manage them separately. So when you see that, just remove the birds and give it a special treatment.
Okay, so what are the treatment we are supposed to use for cocci? The treatment for anybody watching all over the world, they'll be like, okay, what should I use when I want to go to the veterinary store? What am I to ask for there?
Okay, for the medication, I would start by saying still the same game of rule. Prevention is better than cure.
Okay.
So there is a way you can also prevent cocci with the use of drugs. So you will get, but I will just list the classes of drugs that you can get. You can make use of diclazuril based drug. We have diclazuril.
Okay, diclazuril. That's so hard.
Now,
Sorry. Okay.
The reason why I don't want to say a brand name, because we have many complaints that produces it, and their brand name differs. So that you will not get confused and say, it's this one. I know. Once you can get that diclazuril based drug or totrazuril,
that's the base name, not the company name.
Not the company
so
name.
We should look at the active ingredient and check if there's
diclazuril.
Diclazuril, yes, he said
so
that.
The amprolium.
I'm not a doctor, sorry.
We have the sulfur based drug.
Okay.
So those are the classes of drugs that can help in preventing and also in treating cocci, depending on the level which you suspect and at the level you are trying to treat. But all those classes would actually go well when you are suspecting cocci on your in your flock. To add to it, there is also, like how let's say, a test you can actually do on your farm also. Like when you see such birds, you can just check with active one and the one you suspect. If you check their foot pad, you see that the one that is not feeling too well will be a little bit cold compared to the one that is active.
Okay.
Because there will be the rate of blood flow to the feet will have been reduced, so you can say this one is good. So definitely you would know. Then also around their eyes. So what you will see is that the one that is sick will not the eyelid will not be reddish to pink color. It will be a bit whitish. Sick birds actually would have what we call loss of appetite. That means that they will not be feeding well. If you look at their chest, their keel, we call it keel, but you can call it chest. You see, it will be a bit flat. You can feel the bone.
The bone. Wow, yes,
this
that's
is it.
true.
You can feel the bone. Then for healthy birds, you will see muzzle. The muzzle, because it's feeding well, is active. The muzzles are there. So when you notice that, it's actually a pointer. So when you are able
of cocci, right?
Of not only cocci, but of any other disease.
And in case we have viewers that need to ask some question, in case we have anybody with some question of what to use on the farm, please, will you be available to help us answer this question?
Okay, to that question, it's actually something of the light that we've set to help, especially new farmers in trying to overcome challenges that is in poultry business. Drop your questions in the comment section and we will give you a reply on what to do.
Thank you very much. See you in our next edition, sir. If you have gotten value from this video, do well to click the like button and do well to drop your comments at the comment box. Remember, if you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section. And if you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I drop another video. Thanks for watching today's edition. See you in our next video. Bye.